heaven
Yeah, but
to know what's happening. Once there is a dark friends of yours, I don't want any friends anymore. Now I'm here in prison. No one want to look me in here invisible like a bazooka. I want to kill all of them, man.
Now, for those of you who couldn't make out what he was saying, he was basically saying that when days are dark, friends are few. Now, today we're going to talk about the Bandile situation and how that applies to him, right? Now, I initially had a different video planned for today. 100% on a guy called Bandile Traders, but I decided, let's park the scam exposing video today. And I want to speak to you guys about my observation and how we as people can learn from that as well, especially for those of you who are still very young, stepping in the game, getting with friends and all of that stuff, right? Now, if we take a quick look back, Bandile has been that guy who always used to say that if I win, my friends win.
That's why everybody around me wins. You get me? Because I'm open-hearted. And that's why I also win, because the people I'm around are open-hearted, Shout out to my mentor. I'm actually here because of Ash, who's known as leadership, right?
He used to be a very team-oriented player, and I think because of that, people used to love him, right? People used to chill with him, they used to have meals with him, and he was just the guy until this whole scenario happened when Bandile was supposed to spend time in jail. Now, there's some people saying that Bandile is out of jail. We cannot confirm that, so we can't talk about that. But what I do want to talk about is my observation and how we can learn from this also. But before we get there, I want to talk about today's sponsor, that is justmarkets.com. Now, Just Markets, with them, you get very easy deposit and easy withdrawal, 50% deposit bonus, tight spreads, fast withdrawals, and they're also the best broker to trade CPI and NFP on, as far as I've heard. All you have to do, guys, I will leave a link in the description box below. Click it and get your 50% deposit bonus on your first deposit. Let's continue. So, ever since the whole situation with Bandile had taken place, so ever since the word came out to surface that Bandile has arrived in prison, right? Everybody in the industry has shown or any support. Because why? Ever since this has happened, all people did was make fun of it, right? We had the free bans on Instagram. We had, people like Leadership and what's his name, Maps. They were enjoying their life playing Suspect over there. And
Suspect started trading because he was a broke YouTuber. Suspect says he has money, but his brother's an Uber driver. Suspect says he has money, but he never has a fresh cut. Aye. Because of the barber. Suspect has 13 rented cars.
I think with them playing Suspect, most of the things were true over there, Especially the thing with Leadership, Montla not having, him with having the 12 cars. And then we obviously had Bandile Traders also, he's very well known for selling people dreams.
Surviving is winning, Franklin. Everything else is bullshit. Fairy tales spun by people.
We're going to talk about that in a separate video. All of these guys that Bandile and Zbonga Jr. all of these friends of Bandile that he was always there to talk about, even the brokers that he was out there promoting. You do not see any of these people making any moves. You would have thought that, most of the friends that he was close with would go to the prison. The only person that we saw a photo about was, what's his name? There's one guy that I made a video about. He had a photo of himself sitting in court, Casey Fuego. He was the only guy. And the lesson that we can learn from that, guys, is that you shouldn't always, be for your friends. You shouldn't always be for people that gives you and shows you the nice times, because when there's a day that's going to come where you are going to need them to be there to support you and stand up for you. That is when you realize, but no, you are actually all by yourself in the situation. And I must say, I kind of feel very bad for Bandile for everything that he is going through at the moment. Because why? If you think about it, right? When he was on the opposite side of everything that had happened, everybody was there having a nice time with him. But so far, we haven't seen anybody come out that, you know, like, I mean, the type of stuff that you do, you know, take your BMW M4, go to the prison or whatever the case is, you know, and go and show your support. I don't even know how many people was there with his court appearance, if they were even there. And for me, the biggest lesson that I've learned throughout this process with the investigations that we did, you know, the updates that we received, there were so many updates that we received with the Bandile case that I haven't shared with you guys, because I do not like to share information that's not been confirmed, because well, it can get you into a lot of trouble. So the thing is, I don't mind getting, well, no, I guess I didn't say I don't mind getting into trouble, but the thing is, you would always like information to be true and correct, right? I'm no influencer, and you know, nothing I say influences anybody. You know, I create content around awareness, you know, creating awareness, and I also share information as I receive them to the public. But I also want to make sure that when you go and tell the story to your friend, you can always say that, but that guy said it, and for some reason he would say, okay, it's fine, I believe it, because that guy always brings us the truth. Now, for me, the whole Bandile situation has uncovered one simple thing, and that is, when days are dark, friends are few, and you can actually see that nobody actually gives a fuck about you. So if you are watching this and you're still very young, 16, 17, maybe you're also in your 30s, and you've got friends that you rely on, you know, that is there for you, that parties with you and all of that stuff, you know, this for me is a very big eye-opener, and it makes you realize that you need to choose your friends very well. And I know that when Bandile comes out here, he's probably going to have a different perspective on life. His outlook is going to be a lot different, and hopefully he will make better decisions in terms of the people he decided to spend most of his time with, because now you can actually see that people don't give a fuck about you. You don't give a fuck. They don't care about you when you're in there. And like that guy said in the beginning of the video, he just wanted someone to come and visit him. But guys, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. I want to say thank you for your time. And I hope you guys have learned something out of this, not out of what I said, because then I was all over the place, but out of this entire situation, because it was for me a very big lesson that I have learned. Thank you for your time. And as always, cheers for the years.